Hey everyone, it is Tuesday the 14th of June. The time is 4:41 p.m. and the temperature is 29 degrees. And as you can see, we are not in Finland or in Singapore. I'm in Bali, on Bali, sorry, an island. And it's time to go and explore a little bit around the area that I'm in at the moment. So, wow, look at that gate over there. These structures are so beautiful in Bali. What we're going to do today is just walk in Legian and walk towards Kuta, which is one of the main tourist areas. No, thank you. Yeah, you do get a lot of offers as you walk by. No, thank you. So businesses are definitely open, as you can see. There are some that are still closed and a lot being renovated after the pandemic and break. Sorry. But a lot of them are actually going. Just kidding. No, thank you. So, Kuta, the touristy area that we're walking towards, is not actually somewhere that I'd usually stay in Bali, and I'm not there now either. Legian and Seminyak are more calmer areas, and then Kuta is where you'll find a lot of tourists. The taxi is also always interested in finding customers around here. But yeah, I was pretty surprised to actually see it so busy already, but I heard from a local that Australia's been coming in and they actually are doing flights from all the different cities around the country. I think I want to turn here. Just take the turn here as soon as the taxi makes its way out the way, which is not quickly.
Okay, transport.
So the shops are back in business and everything that you expect. all the things that have been going on the past couple of years, I think it's actually surprisingly easy now to get here. I think for Singaporean you don't even need the visa on arrival. I do. And then, yeah, everything can pretty much visa on arrival. Even if you need that, you can get that at the airport. There's just a separate queue for that after you've had your vaccinations checked. And what else is there? Just the basic documents, the vaccinations, your passport a couple of times, and then just the usual immigration stuff, which took, I think, about 30 minutes. It was very, very busy last night when I arrived. But that's about it, and relatively easy, if a little bit time consuming. Like it to be here after the pandemic. Oh, these are really pretty. And it's actually the place I was last traveling to just before it all started, and we had kind of rumors about this thing spreading in China, and then just managed to fly out before everything kind of started full on. And then it's been 2 years and more. So so it is really nice to be back, and it does feel like kind of actually a normal thing to do after such a big break. Majority of people now here, I think, are Australian, as usually as well. That's not big news. I guess it's Australian winter, and a lot of guys, why did I say guys? A lot of people from there, not just guys. A lot of people will want to travel to Bali as soon as they can. Look at that skyline, so pretty. It's not a city skyline, but you can see these sort of temples at the back there, and then the little barongs there. They're everywhere as well. These sometimes you go inside a building and they have this inner court there, and they have these beautiful structures with the black tops, and I don't know how to call that, kind of shrines, I guess. They're in the middle of the complex of buildings. It's a very interesting thing, but I'm not sure if it would be possible to see that very well from here. We'll see if anything comes along. But yesterday evening when I arrived, it was clear that a lot of restaurants have opened again. People are out enjoying themselves, which is really good to see after the break. So Denpasar is the closest city that we have besides here, and Nusa Dua, which is, I guess, along the coast. I don't think that many tourists actually make it all the way to Denpasar. It's not far. It has some shopping centers and things like that, but I think most people shop in Kuta. At least that's my feel. Pretty things left on the street here, which are kind of offerings, I guess. Okay, so I've crossed a little bit away from the junction, which is easier than actually within there, and also because I get way too much attention standing somewhere waiting for the bikes and cars to cross or to go. Oh no, there's been an accident. Oh wow. Just not going to film that. I think they're okay. Excuse me. Yeah, they're okay. They're going again. But I wouldn't advise it's not being kind of smart about something like that, but seems not very good to have your flip-flops on for that. Yeah, no, don't. So, yeah, don't ride your motorbike with flip-flops. It will get you into trouble. What's the message there? The one thing about Bali, as you can see, if you come here as a local, I'm sure it's very different, but especially for me, it tends to be that if you go to these busy touristy areas, you're pretty much followed around, pretty much always someone by your shoulder and offering something, or you know. So it can get a little bit tiring if I'm like putting it that way. I still really, really love Bali, and that's why I also like the quieter areas in a way, away from the hustle and bustle of Kuta. I wonder what they would offer me if I did say I was looking for something they don't have, or something very peculiar. It's a very weird question. What are you looking for? I guess I could be looking for something. But yeah, you can see business and life back on the streets of Bali, definitely. It's back alley, a little bit quieter. And a lot of people actually really enjoy these. Oh, that's me again. Enjoy these busy areas. You do get a lot of bars around Kuta as well in the evening. It's not big restaurants compared to around elsewhere. That's very cute. have no idea what my total time will be for this walk, because I've had to restart again. I think I'm just going to the next one. Next street, bigger street, take a turn. No, thank you. I could have had so many bikes already while we're walking. No. Nice day for a walk. So I'll turn to my right at the next one, and then a left. Oh, cow. You can see we're back in the busy traffic areas. Yesterday there was quite a lot of traffic as well in the evening, so as people come back, I guess that happens as well. I think for the rest of my week in Bali, I'm going to be in a much quieter areas. This is kind of my my one trip to Kuta for the purpose of doing a walk here. Really, I really am that boring that I wouldn't really venture all this way.
Yes, Mike.
No, thank you. What is nice along the beach though is some of the sort of beach clubs where you can get the bike pass. That's fairly loud. But you can basically spend the day there for a fee or for sort of spending enough money on food and drinks. They have nice pools. And that's very calm and relaxed until the evening at least. And then lots of club in this area as well, if you're into that sort of thing. It's been a while since I've been to one, but when I did go, that was a fun night. Some hits in the radio from the 1960s. No, 1960, 1996. I think. I would imagine it's somewhere around that time. Is it newer? Cannot be much newer. I guess as the evening goes on, some of these places will be playing live music rather than radio. But there's quite a lot of choice here. Just a little turn, I haven't. Do I look like I'm shopping? Oh well. You can always try, you can always try. Yeah, I think I was saying I'm going to turn and I didn't. Some kind of beautiful green space on the other side. I think there might be a temple next to here. I have no idea though. Oh, this is a bar. What a cute one. There you go. Centered a little bit. Very pretty. Not a lot of people yet, but I'm sure that will change as the evening goes on. Oh, this is empty. So some businesses have suffered. But I heard that it is a lot better now and tourists are coming back. I'm looking positive for business. Although I'm sure they would tell me that. Some kind of a party bus going by. So you got your music and your drinks flowing. And a lot of smell of gasoline coming from that one. So I might imagine, since I missed my point of turning, but it won't be too long until I have to turn. One of the side effects of me not being here too often is I literally just looked at the map and got going. So I'll end up somewhere in a general direction of where I want it to be. That's fine for us, I think. It's a nice walk. Oh, I like this. Kinds of little creatures. It's a Darth Vader and Superman. That would make a fun gift for someone at home. Not for anyone at my home. I think we're trying to get rid of stuff rather than buy more. So Empire must be a club as well. They're turning or not turning? No, they're just stopping to let people out. That's fine. Some of these places look massive, like they'd have big parties at some point. I don't know if they're on. Look at the Sky Garden, very, very massive building. And pretty much looks like it's in some need of care and attention. So how do you walk under this, or I think I'm going to go past it. I think they stand on them to do the repairs. That guy is just hanging on there. It's like quite often you would go to your clients to find them. But here it's more you stand somewhere and hope someone walks by quite often. I'm sure there's a lot of ways of doing it. But yeah, if I got this far, I'm unlikely to want one now. Oh, well, they don't know where I come from. Could have just come from one of the hotels nearby. So yeah, this area looks like it has been a nightlife area and it's closed and needs a little bit of love before things start rolling again. It says get close and stay close. Yep, I think probably reference to that hotel. Their business. Paddy's pub. I guess that's open, so not everything is closed. So that might be a busy one later on. Who knows?
Hello, yes, shopping please. Good price.
But yeah, it's also, of course, Tuesday evening. It's not the busiest of times, I'm sure, and it's not even dark yet, so I imagine a lot of those places will have or will open at some point, and some are still under renovation and getting things going again. Oh, this is a cool interior. Although I'm not sure I'm with the gun and shooting theme there. But yeah, definitely for me being back in Bali is one of those experiences that makes it feel like we're coming to the end of the pandemic, to be able to do that, because that's something that I did fairly frequently. Simple. So it's very, very pretty. Of course, they're even more prettier when you travel out of the main areas to see some of the really famous ones, and they're sort of located in amidst greenery. That's one of the things about Bali. Everything is so green when you go outside the tourist areas. It's so stunningly beautiful. Yeah, it kind of does make this part of it seem maybe a little bit less intriguing. But then if you're out for drinks and just want to enjoy the sunshine and some tourist shopping, then this is perfect, I'm sure. And it does still have that nice Bali vibe to it, even though it's busy and, you know, lots of people offering things. Oh, this is the thing I mentioned before. But having been to Bali right before the pandemic, the last thing almost, it's so nice to be back. Just kind of feels like things are more back to normal for me. And it's a funny thing, I wasn't planning on coming here. It's amazing on the other side. But I'm actually still, I don't have a permanent place in Singapore. For those of you who follow my other videos, don't have a permanent home in Singapore yet. And I'm going back to my old place to cat sit my own cats for a bit. So we had to make those plans together with the friends who are looking after them while I look for a place and while I've been in Finland, while I go back. So while I'm sorting all of that out and finding my place in Singapore, we got to the conclusion that while I could stay in Singapore and pay for a very expensive hotel, it would be so much cheaper to come to Bali and just enjoy a week of really beautiful sights. And I mean, if you think about it, it makes pretty much sense when you get a really nice hotel for the same price that you pay for 2 nights in Singapore or for a whole week here. So it makes sense. And I am really happy I'm here. Even though I was planning on only probably coming, let's see if I can make that a little brighter. No? I hope it shows up. It's very pretty. I was only planning on coming here in September next time. No, thank you. Thank you. But I am happy to be here. It's really, really nice and hasn't lost any of its charm. It's the time of the year, I guess, when they have all the kites up as well. There's enough wind, which is very nice. I think what I'm going to do is wrap up the video and go find the place nearby here where I was going for dinner.
I drop you. Bye bye.
No, thank you. I don't do the bike thing. Should probably like put that on my forehead or something. I don't do the bike thing. I ride bikes. I don't ride on the back of a bike. I don't trust people that much. I'm sure they're great riders and have done it all their life, but not my thing. Oh, these are so beautiful. It's just stunning, and I think that will be a great place to bring this one to an end. Thank you so much for joining me today for a walk from Legian to Kuta. I hope you enjoyed seeing things coming alive here. Oh, really pretty elephant on the other side drawing. And I hope that was interesting. Maybe some of you even got a glimpse into my world for what it's like walking down the street here as a presumed Australian, I guess, or maybe German. That's what a lot of people would think. I do get some people sort of doing the yes boss thing at me with an Australian accent, whatever it is they say. Usually it escapes my mind now. But in any case, I totally understand. You have to do your business. No worries there. Hi. And you just walk by. And then sometimes you go for a massage, and sometimes you go for getting your nails done, and sometimes you do want a ride somewhere. And it's fair enough, and I'm glad they're back in business. I'm going to go look for the place that I'm looking for with a map, which will be a lot easier. And I hope you enjoyed this look at Bali and Kuta. I'm going to do a couple of more videos. I'm really taking it easy here. This is not for me to kind of only do videos. It's also a bit of a holiday, just to take a breath after a really interesting after a couple of really interesting months in good and in bad. Maybe they've gone out with the decorations, but the place is a bit scary. So I won't be doing a massive number of videos, and also I'll be going to I'll be going to an area of Bali that is a lot quieter. You'll see someone even called it at one point retirement home, and that sounds perfect for me. It's just some beach and beautiful scenes and good food. so that's why I'm heading in a few days, but I'll get a couple of videos just to get a feel how things are here. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like to see those videos that I will publish from here, then you can always subscribe. I normally do videos from Singapore, and I'm going to be doing videos from Finland as well, and probably a couple of places in Europe, including the UK this summer. So if any of that is of interest and you want to join along, you can subscribe to the channel, and that's much appreciated if you do. I'm in Bali for another week, and I'll be trying to get more of beautiful scenes and the feel around here while I'm here. Thank you so much for joining today, and I hope I'll see you again soon.